remember we're talking about what now 50, 60 years. So they might not have been poor at the time, but again, 60 years is a long time.
Well, I mean, I'm just pointing it out. It's like if you look at old 1960 television shows of like what Beverly Hills here in California look like, it would
Yeah,
it
because
you know
or even if you have a look at when we were kids back in the 80s, the sort of big shiny sort of ideas of New York and California.
right,
And
they were,
look at them now.
yeah, especially, well, I mean, I actually see it the opposite way because like we had Hill Street Blues, and it showed New York as like a garbage scale, you know what I mean? And now it's all built up and looking nicer in New York than what
Yeah,
it
but
used to be.
also, it was Lewis Rossman, the white to repair IT specialist. He was living in New York up to I think 2 years ago. He was doing a lot of reviews, a lot of walkarounds in New York, and looking at the state of New York City at that time, at present, well, really at the present time, and yeah, it's not as nice as we once imagined or once knew back in the 80s. 70s, 80s.
So the UK has handed sovereignty of the archipelago to
Archipelago.
archipelago to Mauritius, but will lease use of the Diego Garcia for a period of 99 years at an average cost of 101 million pounds a year.
Estimated.
Yeah.
Again, that's an account for inflation. So again, that's figures probably way
So who gets
very
that money?
conservative.
The government of Mauritius? Or
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. And that's
Okay.
Yeah.
now.
We Brits just gave away one of our territories,
And you paid them for it.
a strategical territory to a foreign country, and then we just pay them out of the goodness of our hearts.
That's good. You should give the rest of the land back to the people as well.
Yeah,
While you're at it.
I agree. I think that would be
Why don't you
awesome.
give Australia back to Australia and Canada back to Canada?
You can have Australia, and I'm going to empty my bank account and give you all my money and all my
That
wealth.
sounds good too. Shit, send it to me. I'll give you my address. No, I'll let
You
you
guys have enough money.
send it to PayPal. Don't send it to my address. I don't want no death threats. Yeah.
Don't worry about me. I'm just going to sit here and starve.
I mean, you're welcome to rent it off us. It's gonna cost you.
Now the UK will pay 165 million pounds
After we already been paying
in each of the first 3 years. Okay. From years 4 to 13, it will pay 120 million pounds a year.
Again, estimated.
And after that, payments will be indexed to inflation, dude.
Okay.
They can afford it. They can afford it.
Yeah. Again, we in the UK, even though figures, recession or GDP figures are sketchy at the moment, we are technically bankrupt.
Yeah, but the big corporations are still making
We can
money.
afford it. Just get those printing presses running again, eh?
Yeah, just print more money.
You know who
the American way.
You know who the Five Eyes Alliance are, don't you?
Well, yeah. I mean,
you got the UK, the US, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand.
Hopefully they stop paying them and then they close those eyes.
According to this, Sir Keir said continued use of Diego Garcia as a military base had been signed off by members of Five Eyes alliances. And the U.S. will
Well, yeah, I
pay.
can
Doesn't sound
imagine.
dystopian at all.
And,
I can
and
imagine Australia, Canada, New Zealand being okay with this, but the US at this present moment, again, there was talk about the US veto and the agreement.
according to this, the U.S. will pay for running costs of the base, according to Sir Keir.
Well, they are paying. They've always paid some running costs for the base because it's a US UK joint venture. So obviously they've been paying for. Well, we Britain, US have been paying for those bases for a long time anyway.
Now, you guys are also setting up a £4 million trust fund to support Chagatians.
Yeah, where's that going to go? Where in effect is that going to go? That's going to go into the pockets of NGOs in reality and politicians.
That's where the money is these days.
It's going to be filtered. It's whenever you hear these sort of things, you know that the money's going to be filtered.
Administrative costs.
Yeah, precisely.
And under the
Those lawyers and accountants do need paying.
now the messed up part,
Never pay 'em enough.
the messed up part about this deal is under the deal, although Mauritians will control Diego Garcia, it will not be allowed to resettle the island. So they will never be able to resettle that island. They'll just be able to draw money from it. Like fat cats in Essex.
Well, that's the cunt's word in the deal, but who's to say that may not change in, let's say, 10, 15, 20 years' time?
Well, I mean, they've been in England now for 65 years. They're English now, and
Yeah, sorry, I thought you were talking about the Mauritians. You were talking about the Mauritian government.
well, yeah, you're right.
Although
You're right.
governments come and go every 5 years.
You're right.
This is just going to become another billionaire escape hatch for the nuclear war that they want to start.
Well-
They're going to have underground bunkers there in like 2 years.
They've done that. That whole region right there. Tripoli. Look at Tripoli. Look how horrible that freaking government is right now, and the way the freaking whole region is in that area. I mean, they have completely just destabilized that whole region. You know what I mean?
I would argue that's been going on ever since World War I anyway.
Right.
If not beforehand.
It's just horrible how that whole region is. To be honest with you, the fact that they're even getting money is a miracle. To be honest, I've heard stories of people in Tripoli actually using the barrels of freaking gun or those huge guns as like weapons where they walk around and shoot each other, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not sure about it.
This is in Libya, right?
No, in Tripoli. Tripoli is crazy, dude. Like if
Isn't Tripoli in Libya?
No, I don't believe so. I know it's close, but I don't think it's in Libya. It's
Unless there's two Tripolis.
Tripoli is right on.
Capital of Libya. Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah,
Man, Libya, that's where Gaddafi was, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
That was such a beautiful city, like place before they killed Gaddafi. They just totally wrecked that place. They were on the up and up. He got rid of their central banks and everything, and the country was doing really well.
There's a lot of criticism about Gaddafi, but he was sort of the individual, the person that was keeping especially.
Yeah, he was the sort of, stabilizing force in the region.
He was, yeah.
I see this as just another way of oppressing the black man.
Oh, please.
I mean,
What is? what is this?
or actually the black woman, because like Bernadette Degassi is the one who's starting the complaint, and she's the one that's going up against the English government. And
Who is
welcome to
this?
the woke show, as sponsored by Roger.
Bernadette Degassi is one of the two Chagosian women born in Diego Garcia, Diego Garcia, who brought a last-minute legal challenge over the deal to the UK's High Court. She told the BBC, "I don't belong in the UK. I don't belong in Mauritius. I don't belong in Seychelles. I belong in
Basically in the
Diego
middle of
Garcia.
nowhere. Don't belong anywhere on earth.
I belong in Diego Garcia." Now they're
It's like the
And funny
tiniest
enough-
little place in
And
the
funny
middle
enough,
of nowhere.
that ruler was ruled against in that morning, and in the afternoon, the deal actually was finalised.
For me,
It was done within less than 24 hours of the finalisation.
you know,
I bet when you look into the administration of these places, there's some like heavy hitters at the top of these food chains for sure. This stuff doesn't happen by accident. No way. We should actually look into that.
Well, again, this goes down to the UK government, Labour government, basing all their movements on just solely ideology and having the extremely incompetent cabinet. I mean,
But Mark,
Well,
when has the government
David
ever done
Lammy said
anything
idiot,
out of the goodness of their heart?
Right.
It's a liar.
right. And
There's
Robert,
got to be an agenda here.
What-
There's no way they just did this for like the greater good.
No,
or something.
No.
it actually starts off as a conservative.
conservative what?
It was actually written off by the previous conservative government.
Well, see, Mr. Robot does
But-
have
but
actually something good to.
And Starmer sort of
Hey.
woke ideological sort of.
This is straight up
Yeah.
political, dude. Like what Robot said actually makes sense, because like think about it. You got two black women who are freaking saying this, and then all of a sudden freaking, they're putting a temporary block on the deal with freaking
which only lasted less than a couple hours.
That's what he's talking about with like they don't just do this out of the goodness of their own.
No.
You know what I mean?
And,
Yeah,
like,
block,
think about it, like,
the block
woke
was just a
ideology
PR
itself
in my view.
isn't an actual ideology. It's an agenda. It's a tactic.
It's still an
right?
ideological point. It's the entire sort
don't
of
actually
Marxist
believe
identity politics woke.
Yeah, but it's a tactic.
ideological-
Yeah, it is. It is. It's a tactic. And then it says that the legal challenge had temporarily blocked the deal with a court injunction
Yeah.
when it was
Only for a
granted.
couple hours.
But the High
It
Court
is-
went on to
it was-
dismiss the challenge.
It's as much circus and bread. It's bread and circuses in reality.
It'd be worth looking a bit deeper into like who are the driving forces behind this and who stands to benefit, because I bet you'll find something interesting there. I haven't actually done the research yet, but
It's just the push on the woke identity politics, neo-Marxist ideals.
that's the tool. But what is the agenda? Is what I'm saying.
First of all, this
Like,
military
globalization,
base is a secretive
destabilizing
military
national
base.
states.
Okay,
Yeah,
in the 1970s, the U.S. and the U.K. Jointly ran this base, and it was a secretive military base. Okay,
Yeah, because it was the sort of Soviet, Cold War.
yeah, it had a airfield, and it had a deep water port, as well as advanced communication and surveillance capabilities.